Yo, what up, Street Talks there? Kim, alright, sharing some turbo thoughts with you from my garage. So, the basic gist is this. The Gladiator makes his plans once he arrives into the ring. So, what does that mean? So, basically, what this means is don't plan a day in advance. I mean, beyond the basics of like, flights and work and stuff like that. But what you try to do is try to plan for things as late as possible once you show up. So the gladiator makes his plans once he shows up in the ring. So for example, like I know for myself, for my physical, my physiological, and also my mental health, I actually really love going to the gym, right? So the problem is that, there's all these people, who try to like program these days are for this, days for that, whatever. But the problem is there's some days you actually you might have slept really poorly the last night. You don't have that much strength. So you might not want to try your 1 rep max deadlifts or squats. There might be other times where, you're just not feeling a certain exercise, or maybe you've been hitting that muscle or that exercise too hard. And so what I would just suggest is just drive to the gym and just show up. And then once you're there, figure out what you really want to do. And sometimes you could just do some light stretching. You could just shoot the shit with some random people there, and then you could just peace out and go home. Or, let's say you're just really exhausted, then maybe just take a nice warm bath, go on a nice walk, go to the park, or just like take a nap and don't work out that day. And I really do think that this is why I realized one should not force themselves to become virtuous by sleeping super late at like 2 a.m. and then waking up at 5 a.m. and working out, and like that's silly to me. I think in so far much as you can, try to wake up without the agency of an alarm clock. And typically what I think is if you're not awake, if you're not, well rested, don't work out, because my theory is what happens is that you're physiologically like really high of energy, and then you go to the gym or you go work out in order to expend your energy. What you don't do is you're not just like working out in order to get energy. So this is actually a new epiphany I have, is that like when you're already power overwhelming, hopefully the night before you slept well, you ate a bunch of meat, whatever, and then your body wants to expel this superfluous energy via working out, powerlifting, and stuff like that. And so typically what I would recommend is don't work out when you're tired, to prioritize your sleep. I think it actually takes more skill and discipline to not watch Netflix at 10 p.m. until like 2 a.m. in the morning, to use the evenings to kind of zen out. Pragmatic things after dinner, just make a rule, just don't work after dinner. After dinner, drink some decaffeinated tea, take a nice hot bath, take a cold shower, whatever, and try to get into bed early. And then let's say you get into bed early and then you're not tired, just read a book. And I've experimented, paperback, iPad, Kindle, whatever. I'm like, fuck it, I just use my iPad now. Doesn't really bother me too much. And so in the evenings, recuperate. Try to have the discipline to get into bed early. I think Tom Brady actually gets to bed every night at like 7:30, and this guy is crazy. Like, doesn't take any caffeine, doesn't take any stimulants, doesn't, I don't even know if he drinks alcohol. But I think the reason why he's been able to be in so peak shape for so long, he goes to bed every night at 7:30. Certainly eats a super clean diet. Doesn't take any uppers or downers, like no caffeine, no coffee. I'm like, man, this guy's like a freaking demigod. But anyways, so yeah, just try, in so far much you can, try not to plan days in advance. You wake up, see how your body feels, and based on the feeling in your body, use that to plan your day.